Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. Belize's Ministry of Health and Wellness has advised the public that falsified Tylenol has been discovered at various supermarkets across the country. The ministry says it has started investigating and removing all products found countrywide. The falsified product identified bears batch number GS13790 with an expiration date of 0324. The public has been advised to become familiar with the presentation of this medication. As such, the ministry has recommended that the public avoid purchasing and consuming this falsified medicine to safeguard their health and obtain medications only from distributors or health facilities with a valid license from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The ministry has requested the cooperation of all merchants and wholesalers who currently have this medication in stock to contact them to arrange removal. We tell you now that Venezuela's government and opposition will resume long-suspended talks on Tuesday that President Nicolas Maduro said would benefit the upcoming 2024 election, a move that would lead to Washington easing sanctions. The U.S. has long said it would lift some of its sanctions in exchange for democratic concessions from Maduro, but the announcement on Monday offered the first concrete schedule in nearly a year for talks between the government and opposition. The negotiations meant to provide a way out of Venezuela's long-running political and economic crisis will take place in Barbados. Initial steps by the U.S. would involve significant but limited sanctions relief, possibly removing some restrictions on Venezuela's banking sector, Washington sources said, adding that further relaxation would depend on whether Maduro organizes fair elections that meet international standards. And finally, truckloads of aid idled at Egypt's border with Gaza on Monday as residents and humanitarian groups pleaded for water, food, and fuel for dying generators, saying the tiny Palestinian territory sealed off by Israel after last week's rampage by Hamas was near total collapse. Hospitals full of wounded were on the verge of losing electricity, and hundreds of thousands of Palestinians displaced from their homes searched for bread. Israel maintained punishing airstrikes across Gaza as a ground invasion loomed, while Hamas militants kept up a barrage of rocket attacks and tensions mounted near the Israel-Lebanon border. More than a week after Israel stopped entry of any supplies, all eyes were on the Rafah crossing, Gaza's only connection to Egypt. Mediators were trying to reach a ceasefire that would allow aid in and trapped foreigners out. Israeli airstrikes forced the crossing to shut down last week, and local media reported Israel struck the crossing again on Monday. I'm RENATA Burnett. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.